What is up, guys? My name is Babylonian here, coming to you with another anime first look review. So today we're going to be talking about gamers. Gamers is about an otaku gamer who's obsessed with gaming and really doesn't care much about anything else. The show was pretty entertaining. The boy-girl scenes where the main character, Keita, interacts with Karen, the girl basically that falls in love with him, was very actually funny. Many of the awkward scenes were very funny. In addition, the show is also very relatable, especially for gamers, because that's pretty much the target audience. It shows how gamers, the experiences that they've through, especially like I'm talking about the hardcore gamers, not just like, okay, just play on Saturdays. I'm talking about ones that play every day, 3-4 hours, really hardcore gamers. And also, the opening song is just the opening in general, the song is just so awesome. All the visuals, they have all these old classic games, all the visuals of these such classic amazing games. I just love the opening, okay? The opening is awesome. If you're going to see any part of this show, at least see the opening. In addition, the show is pretty well animated. It's basically the quality we've seen throughout the past year. It's fine. It's generally normal. So the main character, Keita Amano, is basically your stereotypical secluded loser gamer. He doesn't care about much of anything else. He doesn't have a social life. He's just gaming, 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 gaming. So this character is actually pretty relatable, especially for gamers like me, like hardcore gamers who've actually stayed in. We've actually experienced the gaming, and not choosing to go out with friends sometimes because you're really into a game. Those experiences. I think that's what the anime was really trying to convey and get to really target that hardcore gaming audience that plays a lot. So it's very relatable for that audience. And then there's Karen Tendo. So Karen Tendo is basically your ideal popular girl. She is perfect in every way. She's pretty, smart. She's a gamer. So she's basically every gamer, stereotypical gamer guy's dream girl. And she approaches Keita, and she's approaching him to invite him to join her club. She's creating a gamer club, which I'm guessing that's what the show is going to surround, the gamer club. Well, she's in love. She actually falls in love with, or she likes, I should say, is a better word for it. Not exactly fall in love. The main character, Keita, obviously, the girl has to like the main character. So she creates this gamers club. And in the gamers club, there is Nina, who's like a fighter pro, good at fighting games. There's Eiichi, who's like, Eiichi is just like a puzzle. He's pro at puzzles. And Kase, who's the pro FPS. So all these people have like some background. For some reason, you need a background in this show as to why they became a gamer. Like, they're that hardcore. They have a background. So Kase was basically trained in guns and shooting. So that's why he's a pro at FPS. And then Nina, it's just said that she's trying to help a friend come from the darkness. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's probably like self-improvement. I'm not exactly sure how fighting games are going to help, but that's the explanation they give. And then there's Eiichi, who's apparently lost his memory, and the only thing he could remember was how to play puzzle games, so that's why he's a gamer. And then there's just the main character. When they ask him why he's becoming a gamer, he's just like, I like games. Exactly the same. Well, yeah, so that's the Gamers Club. And then there's Uehara. So Uehara is actually the most interesting character in this anime. Uehara is, based on the first impressions, is definitely going to be good friends with Keita as the anime progresses. So Uehara he's an ex-gamer. He used to be super into games like Keita. However, due to peer pressure, since he was made fun of, there are many flashbacks that show him being made fun of, he stopped gaming. So Uehara's character, though, like, I'm not sure how they look upon gaming in Japan, but I'm guessing it's pretty accepted. Now in general in the world, gaming is super accepted. Like, it's weird if you've never owned a console or haven't played a console. That's weird now. But in the past, like 20, 30 years ago, in the 80s, 70s, when gaming was still developing, it wasn't as popular, there weren't as many resources put into it. It was still developing. The gaming industry was still new. That gaming was kind of like a niche or a niche hobby. It wasn't general. But now basically everybody has some kind of console, and at least as a casual gamer, so they don't really experience that discrimination that they used to have in the past. So it's not really a geek thing to game. That's basically what I'm saying anymore. Everybody does it. It's socially acceptable. But Uehara seems like he stopped gaming. And then, so in the second episode, a lot is revealed about Uehara. Actually, more than Keita. Uehara, to start off, there are many scenes throughout the episode showing Uehara that how he used to be made fun of when he was younger because he was a hardcore gamer, and that eventually led him to stop, as I said earlier, yeah. And so when he meets Keita, Keita's like his old self. So he sees Keita in the arcade one day when he's hanging out with his friends. He just goes to the bathroom and comes out, and Uehara sees Keita looking at the Persona 5 the fighting machine. So he decides to approach Keita and he says, hey, he obviously is asking about how Keita knows Karen because Karen's like super popular girl. But besides that, it kind of like spins into a conversation about games, and Uehara starts gaming again and plays against Keita. So Uehara completely annihilates Keita. Keita sucks at fighting games or fighting games in general. Or maybe Keita sucks at fighting games. That's what basically Uehara is saying. He's like, oh my god, this guy is so trash. I can destroy him. Why is he so easy to beat? He's even worse than a middle schooler. But this connection, him playing with Keita, so obviously from here, it goes on to another game and another game and another game. His connection with Keita is him connecting with his old self, which is why he's enjoying it so much. Like, even though Keita sucks, and he even says that when he plays his girlfriend, she sucks too, but he's actually enjoying it with Keita. This symbolizes that he's still connected and longs for his old gamer self. And even when later on in the scene, when Keita actually leaves because he sees Uehara's group approaching, his group of friends, Keita like gets nervous and leaves because he wants to play a game. He doesn't want to waste time socializing. Uehara actually runs after Keita instead of staying in the popular with his friends. This really symbolizes him longing for his old self. He really prefers. He's pretending to be happy. He's fooling himself into being happy because he changed himself. It says he changed himself so much so he could have a better life. He'd be happier. However, him chasing after Keita means he still desires his old gamer self and still wants to game. So his conversation with Gema, basically with Keita, he insults Keita. He says no. He defends himself. He says, don't insult me. Gaming is acceptable, da-da-da-da-da. And then Uehara he finally realizes that he also likes games. And he sees a lot of himself in Keita, and they end up being good friends. They end up being friends. And in addition, Uehara has a girlfriend, Aguri. So throughout the first and second episode, Uehara is always showing discontent with his relationship with Aguri. He's always brushing her off. He's always he always questions why he has to be with her. And honestly, he's kind of showing what a lot of high schoolers actually experience, that I need to basically, the high school best life or whatever is you having a girlfriend, you being popular, you being everything. However, that life doesn't really suit everybody. Not everybody wants that life. And he really doesn't, but he's becoming that because that's what society sees as acceptable. And he wants to be socially acceptable. So he's not happy with his relationship with Aguri. And finally, after meeting Keita, towards the end of the episode, Uehara is really, in his mind, contemplating whether he should break up with Aguri. But Uehara asks her one question. How did she fall in love with Uehara? And this question obviously didn't have a regular answer. He was expecting a regular answer oh, she's like, she's probably falling in love with me because I have a nice face or I'm handsome. But she actually says that she fell in love with his old self when they were in middle school. That when he gave her a plushie, which is he gave her a plushie and then she fell in love with him. I guess that's anime. That's nowadays. I don't even know how to explain that. That's just what. That's like a what the fuck moment. Anyways, so this kind of symbolizes that she loves him for who he is. So he being astounded by this and realizes because the whole reason he changed was to be more acceptable for people to like him, and now she's showing that she liked him before he changed was like a surprise to him. And he never really felt feelings for her, but now knowing he's starting to get to know her true self and how she is and realize how much she's done, how much she's changed for him. That because she was kind of pretty dumb. She was pretty and dumb. But now he's starting to get to know her, so his whole opinion of her is changing. That wow, she actually like many people made fun of me and everything, but she actually liked me. So him starting to feel, like he actually likes her. He's starting to get feelings for her. He really can't explain it. Blah 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 blah. And then at the end of the episode, Uehara, he tells Keita that he played Persona. He comes in happy to the classroom and tells Keita that he played Fantasia, a game he won at the arcade. And he's happy, so he's connecting back to his gamer self. So Uehara is actually a true gamer. That's what basically the anime is trying to convey for Uehara's character. He's just suppressing it. But now he's starting to release it, so yes. Anyway, so my final thoughts on Gamers. Gamers is an enjoyable anime. It's actually pretty good. It has nice comedic relief, also has many slice of life elements to it. Honestly, it all comes together very well and flows well. And so I'd really recommend this show to people who like comedy or like slice of life or are gamers because it's actually pretty good. So this is my review of Gamers. Check it out because at least check out the opening, honestly. At least check out the opening because it's just dope. Babylonian signing off. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and become an official Babylonian. Yes.